am now, I'm in a special place of tender warm embrace where I am now. Where I am now, I'm better than before. I'm through those open doors. Where I am now, where I am now, I'm in a special place of tender warm embrace. Where I am now. Where I am now, I'm better than before.
Good morning. What a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And I'm just here for it. I'm not just saying it's beautiful. It is actually beautiful here in the Hampton Roads area. Hi, I'm Yolanda Hinton, host of FYI Morning Show. Yes, I'm here. I made it. And I'm glad to be here. The weather here in the Hampton Roads area is absolutely beautiful. We can expect 80s throughout the week. Now, I know somebody say 80s, that's high. No, for here, with less humidity than we've had in the past days, it's absolutely perfect. And then the weather cools down into the 70s during the evening. It is just marvelous. You know, it may change in August because we're right at the door, but right now I'll take it. And I'm enjoying it. And I'm thankful for it. This is FYI Morning Show Live, and we want to greet all of you. Facebook Live, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channels. You can always go to YouTube. Go to FYI Radio Show host, Yolanda Hinton, or Cristo Records One, CRISTO Records One. I tell you what, if you like, share, comment, subscribe, follow, I promise I'll follow you back. Oh man, TikTok is up and popping. We got Apple First, we have CNN, we have Amy here, we have Fergus here, Tanya, hello, Joseph Bird, how are you? Charles Moore, what's going on? Jamaica, I'm going to spell this one SPAG. I think it's AREN. I hope I didn't miss any letters. Beauty, what's going on? Jenna, beloved, how are you? Let's see. At is here. Demaya, Demayo. I think that's right. Or Demaya. I think that's it. I'm not sure. Marisa, hello. And a name I cannot even pronounce. It's a foreign name. But good morning. Thank you for your support. Oh boy, guess what? This is Hump Day Wednesday. It's the middle of the week and you all should be up and popping by now. Come on now. It's not Monday. You know how Monday is, the Monday blues people say. But it's Wednesday. You should be up and going about your business, doing your work, you know, managing your time, having a good day, and just planning for the rest of the week. I know I am, and I'm really glad to be able to do that. Let's welcome our sponsors real quick. Make sure you go to beardgods.com, www.beardgods, beardgodz.com. A lot of things for guys, beards. You got balms, you got oils, you got all kind of conditioners and shampoos and picks for the beard. You got vitamins and all kind of merchandise there, hoodies and whatnot. make sure you go and say that FYI Morning Show sent me over here and said you all had some great things going on. That's Beard Gods, one of our sponsors, www.beardgods.com. Don't forget to go to our other sponsors, www.bulvic Academy, BULVIC Academy.com. Anti-bullying initiative. I mean, so many people have been bullying. Bullying is out of control. You'll find books for kids, The Diary of a Former Bully. You'll also have Bullying is Right Underneath Your Nose. You'll have a blog there. There's a game called Bulvic you can find on the website, bulvicacademy.com. But you can also go to iTunes. And you can also go to Google Play. That game is there. It's Bulvic, BULVIC. Great game for the family, students, teachers, anybody that is, want to be strategic and loves games that you have to figure out, and it takes a minute to do that. You've got to handle all kinds of things, emotions. You got to talk to students. You got to talk to teachers. You've got to go into calm places. You got to go in the garden and figure out certain things and find certain things and just figure out the whole game. It is really a fabulous game. Go there, www.bulvic, BULVIC, academy.com. V as in victory, BULVIC, bulvicacademy.com. I tell you what, it is so good to be here. I am very excited and thankful for this wonderful hump day and all it has to bring. Let's just give hump day a round of applause. So this is FYI's Wednesdays, What's Under Your Hat men's issue segment. And we're going to be introducing a new series. And I'm very excited about this because we've already have a guest lined up. And we're going to talk about modern men, their lifestyles. And we're going to have a conversation with single men. We're going to have a conversation with married men. And we're going to have a conversation with divorced men, their experience and their journey. I cannot wait. Don't forget to tune in August the 3rd. We have our first guest that's going to be here. He's going to represent married men. He's going to represent that journey and that conversation and that lifestyle that comes with being married. Those three things are different dynamics and different experiences. Single man experience is different from the married man's experience. It's different from the divorced man's experience. And so we're going to be talking, and finding and digging deep to see, how things work in the lives of these men. Advice to men in their same category, and just a great conversation. I'm looking forward to that because we've already set up things for our ladies. We have some great guests coming on. As a matter of fact, on August the 9th, we're going to have our first lady for our series there, Angela Simmons. And I kicked it off on last Friday, the self-care segment for women's lifestyle and experiences and journey. And so we're going to continue. So we have Angela Simmons, we have LaWanda Tillett, we have Fiona Huff, and a host of other women that will contribute to this dialogue and conversation. So I've introduced the women's segment, self-care, and I just wanted to introduce today the segment that's going to be starting August the 3rd for our men. Okay, so it's going to be a great conversation again to engage divorced, single, and married men in their segments and episodes, and just stick and stay, please. and join in the conversation. I want you all to kind of like talk in the chat a little bit more, especially as we do these shows. Make sure you interact with us. Those that are on TikTok or LinkedIn or wherever, Facebook, make sure you're in the chat, engaging in these conversations. We want to know how you're thinking, how you feel about the content, how you feel about the conversation. If you're in agreement, if you're not, I don't mind if you say, look, I don't believe that. That's not what I do. But I would love for you all to engage in these conversations so we can know, across the board how you all feel, especially men. This segment that I'm introducing is especially for you guys, and again, your journey and your experience. So again, we'll kick it off August the 3rd. We have Cletus Cassidy that's going to be here. He's a comedian. I can imagine the lifestyle he lives as a comedian and as a husband. What that looks like. I can't wait to talk with him and find out exactly what that looks like, how he maneuvers his life, his journey, how he brings comedy into his marriage, or does he? Some women and some families set rules. Look, you can't talk about me. Don't talk about me. Don't. And so how does that affect the dynamic, your marriage, and what you can say and what you can't say as you continue your career in comedy? So looking forward to him, and we will be announcing the other folk that's going to be on, the other guys that's going to be on those segments. I cannot wait. So you all make sure you keep looking at social media. I will be posting and letting you know who will be on with me, and what the conversation is going to be like. I wanted to talk about the single man, the divorced man and married man. For one, the single man, how he navigates his life as far as dating, how he avoids burnout, time management as a single man. If you're single, you usually, don't have certain obstacles in the way, not responsible for certain things, but you still have things that you have to do. You have to continue to build your self-worth. You have to establish strong personal boundaries. You have to look at boundaries before you go jumping into a relationship. And I'm wondering, as I talk to single men, are you that strategic? Are you sitting back and saying, look, this is how I'm going to plan this. This is what I'm looking for. This is what I want in a partner. Are you strategic? We're going to find out if single men are strategic like that. Are they sitting back with a great plan and saying, hey, this is going to be me? I know some single men that refuse to get married. They're not going to get married. They don't want children. They don't want to get married. They don't want that life. And so I'm curious to find out, what is in a person's mind that, hey, that thing called marriage is basically taboo. Hey, let's stay away from those things. Let's remain single, never been married before. So a lot of them choose that single life, especially in this day and time. I'm wondering, and this is what I want to find out, if single men are so committed to their careers and their lifestyle that they just don't have time for a lot of other things. I want to know if dating is included in that lifestyle. No, I'm going to remain unmarried, but I'm going to still date. I'm going to still have a significant other. I'm going to still, have relationships where, I can get the things that I need without the commitment. So I'm looking forward to that conversation with single men. How many single men we have out here now that's on with us? How many people are kind of like, yeah, that's me? How many men are out there like, yeah, that's me? I've never been married and don't want to be married. Or I'm single, but everything I need, I don't have to buy the cow when I can get the milk for free. When I can get the milk You know, some people think like that. When I can get the milk for free, why in the world would I need to buy the cow? Why would I need to buy the cow when I can get the milk for free? So we're going to find that out. Single men, single men out there, we want you to engage. I want you to engage this conversation and let me know how things work. I think now in this day and time that people in general are staying single longer anyway. You know, some people are getting married later in life. Some people are avoiding marriage, you know, altogether. Some people don't feel the need for that type of commitment. And some people think that marriage is old-fashioned. Anyway, we're going to talk to the married man. You know, how he keeps his connection alive. You know, how he handles partnership dynamics. How he balances career with home life and growing together and without losing his individual identity. Because, you know, have you ever talked to folk that's married and said, yeah, I'm lost who I am. I got married and I lost myself. Oh, why in the world did you feel the need to lose yourself when you can bring yourself in the mix and each person can get the things that they need? And so married men, I know there's plenty of you all out there. Let's talk about your connection and why you connected in the first place. Was love all that strong? Ooh, it has to be. In order for you to make a lifetime commitment, married men, that connection has to go deep, baby. I'm telling you, that partner, you must be in love with that partner because when you take those vows, better, worse, till death do us part, baby, you saying a whole lot. You making a commitment for a lifetime. And so let's talk about your balance, your career, and how all this, you know, goes hand in hand with your time management. Let's talk about your money management and how you come together to agree on how you are going to steward and manage your finances. Two people now becoming one, two people having to gear and maneuver themselves in lives with different opinions and different outlooks, perspectives, and just a different way, coming from different dynamics, you know, different homes and upbringing. Let's find out, y'all, how this works. It works for some. Marriage works for some. I've been married for years, baby. It works for some. There's a certain flow. There's a certain way. There's a certain thing up and down. You just got to, you know, go with the ride because marriage is something that is not for the faint of heart, first of all. Let me tell y'all that right now. All y'all I know that's in it, y'all know that. All those that are thinking about getting in it, you know that. You're going to know that. You're going to know it's not for the faint of heart because there's a dynamic there that has to grow, come together, and exist to the best of your ability. So married men out there, we want you to definitely chime in and let us know how you do these things. And look, when you put children in the mix or extended families in the mix or stepchildren, step family, oh my God, I can't wait to talk to the married men and find out how you do this. Of course, we've got to talk to the divorced men because this is a whole different animal right here, honey. We have to talk about rebuilding your life after and rebuilding your confidence because some people look at it as a failure. Some people look at it as a failure. And some people can't let it go because they feel like they have failed. You know, they keep themselves down. They look at it like this is something that I should have been able to do, but it just didn't happen. How do you process loss? Huh? It's a loss. People say it's like a death. I've never been divorced, but people say it's like a death. Men, how do you rebound? Why? How do you go on? And why did you divorce? Why couldn't you make it? What happened? We're going to talk to divorced men and find out why it couldn't work. What was it about him that it didn't work? What kind of relationship did he get into where it didn't work? What kind of person did he choose that it couldn't work? Let's find out about that, okay? So we're going to talk about the divorced man. We're going to be talking to the divorced man who has to now get himself up and going. We're going to talk about him as co-parenting. Woo, can you, Jesus. If you can't get along together when you're married, can you imagine the division? And then you got the co-parent, you still stuck. You divorced, but you still stuck. Why? Because in that marriage, you produce children that you have to co-parent. You have to still come together. How do you do that when you can't stand each other? Man, when you can't stand your partner, when you can't stand that woman, when you can't stand that, they just get under your skin. How do you do that effectively? How do you redefine yourself after divorce when you've got to still deal with that partner and children and money and trust? I can't wait to talk to the divorced man because he's going to tell us a whole lot about himself, marriage, why sometimes it don't work. Sometimes two people come together, it just don't work. It's just what it is. Is he hard-headed? Did he not count up the costs? What happened where it just did not work? Sometimes, y'all, people can't stay married. Let's just put it right where it is. Sometimes you just can't get along. Sometimes you just can't get along. I already told you marriage it's not for the faint of heart. It has its challenges. Some people can't take it. Some people, boundaries, it's like, okay, you crossed this boundary. This is a boundary that I cannot take. I know a guy that his wife beat the mess out of him. She was one of them New York girls. And she loved to fight. He had to set a boundary and say, listen, I'm not going to make it if you keep busting me upside the head, then call the police on me. Certain boundaries, certain things people will not put up with. Infidelity, some men say, you done crossed the line, that's it. I got to go. Mental illness, I know a friend who wife suffered from a mental illness, and she just couldn't get right. She just couldn't get herself. Certain things get in there. It's not all just, I just don't want to, get along with my. Sometimes there are reasons people cannot get along. Sometimes they just are not on the same page, and they can't get on the same page because they don't want to give in. They don't want to give up themselves. They don't want to compromise. They don't want to do without the life that they've had before they were married. Some people just can't get along. So guys, those that are divorced, make sure you join me. And let's talk about some of the things. I want you all to be active in the chat. I want you all to, make sure you say something, even if you have to DM and say, look, I can't say this out loud, but let me tell you something, lady, Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. This is what it is. This is why I did this, and this is why I am not in a relationship. You've got to be able to rebuild your life. That takes a lot. And sometimes people need help. Sometimes we need to stop avoiding professional help. Sometimes people can do it on their own. Some men can just like, look, I'm out here, it didn't work. I was at fault. That other person was at fault, but I'm going on and we're going to manage things as best we know how. Don't you know some men say they get along with their significant other, their wife, baby mom, or whatever, better than they did their friends. Better than they did when they were married. And so let's talk about that married man, and let's talk to the married man, and you all make sure you engage into the conversation, and just let us know what that lifestyle looks like, what that experience looked like. Did it make you? Did it break you? Sometimes you have to get professional help to help you to get through certain things. And to me, I imagine that divorce is not an easy thing. It really saddens me that it happens, but it happens. And sometimes you just have to, move on if that's the way it has to be. Men, if you need help, make sure you get help. Men, if you are, glad to be out of a relationship but don't know how to rebuild, get help in rebuilding your life. Men, if you're out of a marriage and you have children and you can't get along with each other, but you love your children, get some help. Do something that can help you manage your life. Life after divorce doesn't have to be a mess. Some people, and I know this is a fact, some people get married and they fight with that person that they've divorced or that person that have divorced them for the rest of their life. They just fight, still fight. They fight. Kids grown, they still fight. They still can. What in the world? If you need help managing yourself, because that other person may never want to get along with you, get you some help so you can redefine your life and come to terms with what has happened. Be the best father that you can be. Process your loss, and do the best you can in rebuilding. So, I am so excited about that. Also, we'll check out the common thread. How these three groups deal with stuff. Social pressure, of course, may be a common thread. Let's see, what else could be? Let's see, a strong support, needing strong support may be a common thread. How you lean on, others to get back up could be a common thread. And even like I just said, getting that help and getting professional, counseling. All three of those, that's a common thread. So, I'm looking forward to that conversation and everything, and making sure that we see these men in a way that they want us to identify them or look at them. Somebody may say, oh, you divorced. You may have a hard time with people. Oh, you divorced, we're going to put a stigma on you. We're going to put a letter on you, a big old D. A big old D, they'll hit that big old D. And people can't shake that perspective from people. Some people can't shake that because here, that's a divorce, man. I don't get involved. And sometimes rebuilding relationship, when somebody say that they're divorced, sometimes people just like wanna, you divorced, that means you can't get along with nobody. Some people say, I don't want to be dealing with no married man, all the drama that comes along with, a divorced man. A divorced man, And so for that reason, we've got to, talk about those things. Married men, you know, having healthy friendships. Sometimes married men can't get into the clique. I was looking at this movie with Kevin Hart. It was the dumbest movie. I mean, it was good, but you know how Kevin Hart is. He's real silly. And his relationship and everything, and how uh, he was affected by growing older, single man growing older. And he wasn't that old. I think he was old. He wasn't even 50 yet. But his job looked at him like, you about over the hill. You over the hill. How do people look at married men, single men, and divorced men? Sometimes that's a common link where society is going to give you the worst way to go because of your status. I'm divorced now. Ooh. I'm single, and I'm dating and dating and dating and dating and dating. People say, ooh. Or I'm single with children. Sometimes women like, oh Lord, here he come with a whole package of folks. Oh man, and the married man, oh my goodness. The married man is he the safest one? Or if a married man don't have it together, if I'm telling you, that's when society gonna bust him up. Because guess what? He's supposed to be the anchor. He's supposed to be the builder. This is his role as a married man. He's supposed to be the stabilizer. Is he the stabilizer in the marriage? Is he the anchor? Is he the building? What is his role? How does society pressure you in your role? Huh? How does society pressure you, married men? How do they look at you? Are you looked at like, hey, you're supposed to know what you're doing. You're supposed to be that, just that in a marriage. The divorced man, he's the rebuilder. He's supposed to be the pioneer, somebody that's been there and done that. He's supposed to be able to teach y'all men about what not to do. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that to your wife. Don't do that to your significant. Don't do that. Don't go that way. Don't go down that road. Because I went down that road and it busted me up. He's supposed to be teaching others how to rebuild and pioneer and restore. He's not supposed to be under a rock shaking. He'll have his time to do that, of course, because he's traumatized. But he is supposed to be able to, his role is supposed to be to restore, especially his purpose and things like that. He is the rebuilder. He shows how you can rebuild from ashes and from what some people call failure. And a pioneer, somebody that's gone before other men and can say, look, this is what you do. This is not what you do. Isn't that amazing? So we're going to definitely, the single man, talk about him and his role. He is the foundation and focus. He's got to focus on self. He focuses on self. If he has no children, if he has no significant other, or he's not married, self. Oh, don't you know, as a person that is single, they can really take time to work on themselves. Talking about self-care. Talking about working on the mind, the soul, the emotions. Talking about the physical. He's got so much time on his hands. He can concentrate on work. He can concentrate on, his self, spiritually investing in himself, building his faith and his esteem. And when he's in a relationship, he can come to the relationship with value. Uh, uh, he is emotional independent. That's the single man. He should have it together. Now, single man, you should have it together financially. If you don't have a child nor a chick, if you don't have a spouse or significant other, buddy, you supposed to be the richest thing in the world. Why? Because you got time to concentrate on you and your values. You got time to build yourself up and not live a reckless life, not be influenced to live a reckless life. Take care of yourself, single people. Don't you know the Bible says when a person is not married, they can tend to the things of faith? You can build up your faith so you can live the best of life, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. You have the time for it. On Friday, I want you all to join us because we're going to be talking about time management. What you do with your time. How much time we waste on this, that, and the other. How much time we give up. You don't have but a certain amount of years in your life to live. How much are you just wasting? Who's wasting time out here? So back to the single person, you should be really, really building yourself up, your personal identity, your independence. You have time to do a lot of things and be productive. Certain things you shouldn't have time for, give time too much to, which may cause your downfall as a single individual. Somebody might say, oh, I was married, my wife brought me down, or my significant other brought me down. As a single person, you can basically go through life taking care of your needs specifically and not let anybody get in there to tear you down. What are you attached to? What are you spending time on, single men? We're going to talk about that. How you balance your life and your time. Are you giving your time too much of running folk? Man, you got some folk that just won't stop running folk. They just don't have time for, to concentrate on what they need to do in order to have a real successful life. As a single person, sometimes they so busy running, they can't stop running down behind folk. Can't do without certain things. And that's what they do. They just reckless, just always, I got to be doing, I got to be laying around here, laying up here, and doing here, and running from here. You ever met anybody, men that just can't stop running women or running whatever they running? They just can't, that's all they concentrate on. Whole life just unbalanced. Time management, because they just can't get that thing right. We're talking about discipline, where you discipline yourself, where you can have a good, wholesome balance in your life all the way around, single men. You have the time to do it. You have the time to plan your future and your life. You don't have that distraction. You don't have that other partner or anybody there to tell you, you do this, do that. If you're a grown person, a single grown person, you have time to navigate your life. That's what you have time to do. Looking forward to these conversations. Make sure you all get on social media to see, when we're going to be coming on. I'll be sending out that information to you. And let's have a wonderful time. The first conversation is going to be August the 3rd, Cletus Cassidy. And join me. Let's see what he's talking about. He's going to be the from the married man experience and journey and perspective. Let's see what he has to say. And join in the conversation, whether you agree with it or not. And let's see if we can have a dialogue and learn more about these three identities. So I'm really thankful for that. Look, what was it? What was I on last Monday? I was a little bit long-winded. I said to myself, girl, you can't talk that long now. People go home or go to sleep or whatever. They get off the line. So I'm going to go ahead and give you all some upcoming shows, and then we're going to get off. I hope you all are having a beautiful hump day. It's been so far a wonderful morning, and I look forward to the rest of the day and being productive. On Friday, again, we'll talk about time management and just making sure we are concentrating on the things that we need to do and finding time to have a well-balanced life. We'll be talking about time management, how you can manage your time, how you can steward your time. So look, let's see what's going on. Again, we're introducing Miss Angela Simmons. That's going to be August the 9th. For our women's self-care segment. I'm looking forward to that so much. And we'll be talking with her from time to time. She's actually a contributor, and we'll be talking with her. We'll also have panel discussion, and also we'll have other ladies that are going to be on with the self-care segment, and that's Lawanda Tillett, and that's Miss Fiona Huff, along with Angela Simmons and myself. And other ladies, we're going to definitely have that series coming up for you all. Okay, Cletus coming on August the 3rd. Around the town, there's some things happening. And look, you all, as we get closer and closer to school and what's happening, please send me information so I can make the announcement for you. If you have any kind of back to school event, if you're giving away anything for students, for school teachers or whatever, I need to know so I can give that information out to our audience. So that's going to be around the town especially as we get closer to school. Now, Fun Friday and Summer Fun, we're still going to do something. It's still the summer. It's still the summer. I know folks are ducking and dodging and under the bed shaking. Some of them don't want to go back to school. My daughter has to go back this month, not this month, but August, as one of the teachers, counselors. She's got to go back. But they're like, oh, Lord, oh, my goodness. So, but in the meantime, she doesn't have to think about that right now. I encourage her and others, teachers, all you all, don't even think about it. We're still in July. I know we're close to the edge, but go ahead and just enjoy your summer. So we're going to still talk about summer fun. We're going to talk about summer fun and some of the things to do and some of the things to see and be aware of, because we just did our summer fun where we talked about how you have to be aware of certain things that are happening, scams and fraudulent people that are out here scheming to get your identity and take things as you travel. We just did that one, but we're going to continue to talk more and more about some things that are happening and how you can really enjoy your summer. Sports talk, Monday sports talk, as we get closer to practices for the NFL. We will be back on, and I'm looking for a co-host to co-host with me on Monday Sports Talk. And we have a friend. I have a friend that comes on from time to time out there in Oklahoma, and he'll be on with me sometimes. But I'm looking for somebody that can come on with me on Monday Sports Talk. If you know anybody that's interested in co-hosting with me for Monday Sports Talk, they're sports lovers. They want to talk about the NFL and beyond. Just inbox me. I'll give you the email address a little bit later, but inbox me and say, yeah, I'm a sports buff. I'm a commentator. Oh yes, I'd love to talk with you, Yolanda, and your audience about sports, what's going on in the sports world. And Mondays we do that. Monday Sports Talk. Please, please, please contact me. Inbox me right now. Let's see what else is. So later on, I think in September we're going to do cryptocurrency with Jason Baker again. Real estate 2026. Chris Hinton will be here eventually. We'll talk with him. Let's see what else. Money and more. I really enjoyed it, and I want to do another segment as soon as I can with money and more. We had Renard Boyce here with his company, and I want to have another one, someone else to come on and talk about the money and more segment. That's very important, how we manage our money, steward, invest, save, buy, what we buy and things like that. I think that is important, especially in an economy that we have at this time. Yes, so we've got a lot of great shows coming up. You can be a special guest, intern, or sponsor. You can actually, FYI Radio Show live at gmail.com is the email address. You can say, I got a lot to talk about. I like to, be on the show. How can I do it? Again, FYI Radio Show live at gmail.com. Also, hopefully we'll have a new sponsor coming up real soon. Hopefully I'll get the okay and we'll announce the new sponsor. You can sponsor what you do, your business, and you can sponsor a segment. Let me know, inbox me and say, yes, I would love to sponsor a segment or the whole show or Fun Fridays or Money and More segment. Please Gmail me at FYI Radio Show live at gmail.com. FYI Radio Show live at gmail.com. Don't forget to follow me, y'all. Follow me. I promise I said I was going to follow you back. So make sure you follow me. If you haven't been over here at TikTok, thank you. I see the numbers are going up. I have a certain amount of numbers I want for this year. Please help me get my numbers. Y Hinton, YHINTON over here on TikTok. If you haven't been over on TikTok, please come on over here and give me the numbers. Over here on Facebook Live, you can still, follow me. We got FYI over here, IFYI over here on Facebook. We got Yolanda Hinton's fan page. We got a whole lot of pages over here. Make sure you follow me. But please make sure for real, that you all go over to YouTube. And I announced that earlier. Crystal Records 1, CRISTO, T as in Tom, TO Records, CRISTO Records 1 over there on YouTube. Also the newest one, FYI Radio Show. Host Yolanda Hinton, and that's with an HINTON. Please help us get the numbers. Over on LinkedIn, we're on Twitter, Y Hinton, on Instagram, FYI Radio Show on Instagram, or Yolanda Hinton over there. Just follow me, and guess what? I'm gonna follow you back. Just that easy. Again, I want to make this announcement. I'm getting ready to go. Crystal Community Corporation. This is I founded Crystal Community. It's a 501c. Became a 501c3 organization in 2004, baby. It's been a minute. And so the Young Women Achieving Success Program is a part of, and it umbrellas under Crystal Community. I've been mentoring young women for 20 years. And so we are opening it this year again, in this 20th year, to girls 10 to 17 years old. If you're interested in girls being in the program, it's a great program. You can ask for a brochure. You can email me at crystocommunity@cox.net, CRISTO community@cox.net, and find out more about the show, how you can be have your girls in it. Now we do online as well when we're not at the site, and so if you're not in the area, if you can't get your Chesapeake, you can get online, baby, and you can have your girls as a part of the program. Uh, so I think that's it. I want to thank you all. I'm gonna give you all an applause. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for your support. Can I shout some of y'all out? Can I shout some folk out? I'm gonna shout out my baby girl, Sheila Robbins. How are you, doll baby? Thank you for joining me. Huey, good morning. Let's see, Lake Shag. I think that's what it is. Good morning, Rebecca, Kelly. Hello, Laddie Bree. I think that's what it is. Let's see. Is it? Let me see. Is it BRID? I think that's what I see. Sunny, what's happening? Thomas, hey, user 53103004913. Hello. Aristi, I think that's how you pronounce it. Not sure. R-I or R-L. Let's see. Paige, what's going on? Good to see you. Kiki, hi. Let's see. Cone, C-O-N-E, Cone. Patna, I think that's the name. So loved. Hi, so loved. Agnes, what's going on? King, Sky, hi. Cheryl, what's going on? Mary, hi. Michelle, hello. Nettle, hi. Intentional, I like that. That's nice. Nay, hello. Halima, I think that's how you pronounce it. Jeanette, hi. Arthur. Easton, what's going on? Sentinel, I think that's how you pronounce it. Bertha, Jocelyn, Kenneth, Brenda, Jose, Dara, Rose, little brother, Mary, right? Let's see, Tidewater _ Tone, Lathan, I think that's how you pronounce it. Let's see, just so many of you all on. Martha, D Bands, Benny, Curtis, what's going on? Pumpkin, I think that's how it is, what it is. Hi, Nakia, what's going on, beautiful? Good to see you. How's the family? Tell them I said I love them. Hope everything is fine. Tara, I think that's it. Darkman, Stacy, Lindsay, MK, Ashley, Jesse, Faison, I think that's how you pronounce it. Katara, Janice, hello. Astro Boy, what's going on, Astro Boy? China, Lost 75 LOS. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 6. All right, Mariah, Shirley, Hood. Is it Hood? It's got Hood on it. Jeff, hey. Aaron, what's happening? So many of you on. Charlie, what's going on? So many of you on. So many of you all supporting. So many of you all listening in. And I thank you so much. You all are a blessing. Celia, what's happening? Henry, hi. Ruma, James. I can't go to everybody, but I would love to. Humberto, is that Humberto? Is that how you pronounce it? Let's see. Tedine. That I cannot see the rest of that. Excuse me. Hi, Christy, Cherry, and all you all. Fluff, how are you? Denise, T.I., everybody, Janice, Tanya. Oh, so many of you. Michael Chandler, is that you? How are you? Chandler, Michael, hello, Paul, hi. Just everybody. Everybody here, Patrick, hello, everybody on all the other sites. Make sure you say something in the chat. If I did not shout you out, I get a chance to at least see who you are. Say hi so I can say hi or send you some love. But I tell you what, it's time for me to go. Guess when I'm going to see you all again? I'm going to see you on Fun Friday. Got some things to talk about. We're going to talk about time management. We're going to also talk about, kind of how we navigate and manage our emotions and things like that. Just a lot of little talky talk, a lot of little fun. And if you have any topics, anything that you feel as though I should cover that I haven't, let me know. Sexy Caramel, hi. Roscoe, what's going on? Just so many people still chiming in, people still coming on. Melanie, Sarah Money, Monkey Moto, Nelson. Oh, so many folk up here. And I'm so glad that you all decided to take your precious time. Sharonda, hi. Miles, I'm so glad that you all taking your time to come and see about a sister. I'm going to see you soon. And we're going to say goodbye, of course, to our TikTok friends first. And then we're going to say goodbye to the rest of you beautiful people. Don't forget to join me on Friday. Okay? Don't forget to come back and see it. You all be blessed. Have a wonderful day.